For a lot of people, talking about the future can be scary, myself included. But to set actionable goals, you have to be comfortable talking about the things that you want to achieve that you haven't yet achieved. So in other words, you have to talk about the future. For myself, it wasn't up until recently, and I'm talking like a few months ago recently, that I've become more comfortable talking about the things that I want out of life. I was a little apprehensive to set certain goals because, well, then it would be embarrassing if I didn't achieve them. Of course, I don't want to let myself down. It can be nerve-wracking to talk about what's to come for so many different reasons, but mostly because we can't predict how life will turn. So inevitably, our goals can and will change. But I think there's a few ways that you could switch your mindset to be more goal-oriented. A goal is not a guarantee. A goal is a desire. It's pretty easy to mix that up. Once you set an objective, you're obviously going to want to achieve it. So by setting a goal for yourself, understand that you're going after something you desire, but we don't always get what we want out of life. Things don't always work out the way we plan. If you want to read 50 books next year, yeah, you should probably read every day. But ultimately, things come up in life that we can't predict that may result in us having to alter our goals to make them more realistic. So just keep in mind, a goal is not a guarantee. Don't be pessimistic. Be realistic. I want to direct a music video for Drake. I want to write a feature-length film that gets featured in Sundance Film Festival. I want to win an Oscar. I want 1 million subscribers. But yeah, no, none of that's gonna happen for me right now. That's not to be down on myself or super negative, but none of those things are just in the cards for me realistically at the moment. So if I make one of my 2022 goals to win an Oscar, I'm definitely gonna let myself down. But you know what is in the cards? 50,000 subscribers. A music video, just in general. A screenplay. It doesn't matter who reads it, and maybe not an Oscar, but a silver play button. So don't be unrealistic with yourself, because ultimately you're setting yourself up for disappointment, and that's a quick way to get burnt out. Don't just think your goals, see your goals. It's not enough to just think that I want to achieve X, Y, and Z. I also have to be reminded of it each day. This kind of has to do with the law of attraction. And if you don't know, the law of attraction is basically this idea that all thoughts turn to things eventually. It's like manifestation. Human beings are like magnets, so we attract the energy that we put out into the world, whether that be positive or negative. So if you constantly think negative thoughts and have negative beliefs about how your life will turn out, there's a good chance you're going to attract those things towards yourself. But if you think positively and you have productive goals and you remind yourself of these things every single day and you truly believe in it, you'll attract it. A good way to put the law of attraction into visible terms is to have a vision board. This was my 2020 vision board. This doesn't count because 2020 was a bust. I didn't make one for 2021 because I ended up feeling like the little reminders are better for me than having a board. It seems like a lot. But still, it's effective. I have this play button hanging in my room. I wasn't originally gonna hang it because, I don't know, those days are done. We're on to new and better things now. But I realized that one major goal I want to achieve that isn't completely unrealistic is to get another one. So having my play button there every single day is a little reminder to me that I've done it once and I can do it again. At the end of the day, setting goals should be exciting, not daunting. If the goals you're setting are making you uneasy, they're just the wrong goals. I've gone through so many periods where I felt so unmotivated and drained because I wasn't achieving what I wanted to achieve, but the things that I was saying I wanted to achieve were just unrealistic for where I was at in my life at the time. And it took me years of trial and error to realize this. But once you achieve one goal, it'll be easier to achieve the next. Before you know it, you'll be delivering a speech at the Emmys that's so long they have to play the music 3.5 times before you finish. So all this talk about goals, I want to set one. Now, I'm not guaranteeing this, but if I'm being realistic with myself, I think I can do it. 2022 is 96 days away. If I set this goal, I have 96 days to bring it to fruition. And if it doesn't happen, I won't be down on myself. Maybe a little bit. By 2022, I want 22,000 subscribers. By 2022, 22,000 subscribers. Why 22,000? Because it's 2022. I personally believe it's possible, and each week, we're gonna check in on this and see where we're at. This is where we're at right now. God, no. I'm actually a little bit lower than that. I believe it's possible. And if you do too, then just hit this button right here. And just hit this button right here. Come on, ain't no biggie. I gotta tell nobody. Do it. Do it. I might regret this.